Have you ever stared at your closet and felt completely stuck? You put one outfit on and you're like, so you try a different outfit and it still doesn't feel quite right. So you end up wearing your go-to top that you've already worn 3 times this week, and all day you're hoping that you don't run into someone that saw you wear that top already. You've likely spent a lot of time scrolling through Instagram or buying things online or shopping the must have pieces everyone needs in their closet, only to find that it hasn't made it any easier to put together outfits. And one of the biggest reasons this might be happening is because you still haven't figured out what your unique personal style is. So you've built your wardrobe on what someone else is wearing or what someone else thinks you should have in your closet, instead of really taking into account what you actually like to wear. Now, 20 years ago, we didn't have Instagram, so I can't show you all the old photos of outfits that I used to put together in my late teens and early 20s. But if you could see those outfits, what you would clearly see is that they were all over the place. Some days I wanted to dress trendy, so think crop tops with big baggy jeans. And yes, I'm well aware that they're back in style again. Or other days I'd want to wear a full vintage head to toe look, something I had thrifted. Maybe it was a cool vintage dress and some interesting retro shoes. And then other days I wanted to wear all black and dress with a black leather jacket and black ankle boots. And it wasn't that my personal style reflected all of these style types. It was more that I didn't really have my unique personal style. I was just wearing things that I saw in someone else or thought might be fun to try, but none of them actually felt like me. So in my closet, it was just a bunch of mismatched pieces. I definitely didn't have any kind of capsule wardrobe or a foundation wardrobe in my closet. I didn't know what my personal style was, so things didn't really work together or go together. So most of the time when I would go to get dressed, it was really hard to put together outfits. When you don't have a clear sense of what your unique personal style is, you might end up bringing pieces into your closet that don't really reflect you. It might be because you really liked it on someone else, or it's the latest trend, or you just wanted to buy something new that you thought was going to be the missing piece. But there's not a lot of intention that goes into building a wardrobe when you don't start with your personal style first. So in today's video, I want to go through the 5 signs that you likely haven't figured out your personal style yet, and that's why it's hard to put together outfits. The first sign is that your closet is full, but it's still hard to put together outfits. You feel like nothing goes together. You feel like every time you pull something out, you don't know what to pair it with, or when you put it on, it just doesn't feel right. And you just continue the cycle of buying more clothes, even though you already have a closet that's full of clothes. The next sign that your wardrobe doesn't reflect your personal style, because you don't know what your style is yet, is that you're buying pieces you've seen on someone else. You're scrolling through Instagram, you're looking online, you're buying what someone else is wearing, thinking that if you just had that piece, it would make everything easier. You'd be able to put together outfits. But then you bring that piece into your wardrobe and it just sits there. You end up never reaching for it, you don't wear it, and eventually you declutter it and feel guilty about it at the same time. The next sign is that it takes you more than 10 minutes to put together an outfit. If you find that every time you go to get dressed, it's taking you 30 minutes or maybe even longer to put together a look, or you're trying on multiple outfits, switching your tops, switching your shoes, and you still don't feel great in your clothes, this could be a sign that you don't know what your style is and that you haven't brought items into your closet that reflect your style. The next sign is that you are sticking to just those pieces in your closet that are your safe pieces, the ones that are your go-tos, that 10% of your closet that you wear over and over and over again because it's easy and you don't have to think about it, and all the other pieces just don't feel quite right. A lot of times you might be trying outfit on after outfit after outfit and then still never feeling like anything feels quite right. So you go back to these safety pieces, the ones that you've been wearing, the ones that are your go-to, but you're disappointed and frustrated and feel like it shouldn't be this hard to put together outfits. The next sign is that you don't have a clear shopping list or a shopping plan. So your shopping feels more chaotic or more on a whim, or it feels more impulsive. Maybe you're up late scrolling when you've had a hard day and you just feel like you have nothing to wear. So you feel like you're just looking online, trying to find that piece to bring into your closet that's gonna solve this problem. And you end up picking pieces that catch your eye, but there's not a clear plan or system as to building a wardrobe that is actually gonna work for you. So you end up buying pieces or bringing new pieces into your closet, but then they end up just sitting in your closet and you repeat the same cycle, going back to feeling like you have nothing to wear all over again. If any of these resonate with you, then the real reason putting together outfits is hard isn't necessarily the clothes themselves, but it's because the clothes don't reflect your personal style because you likely haven't figured out what your unique style is yet. Without knowing your style, every new purchase is a risk. You don't really know what's going to stick, what you're going to wear, what you're going to bring into your closet, if it's going to make it easier to put together outfits, or if it's going to be a piece that you never reach for and just sits there. Now it's been over 20 years, but the first time I was meeting my husband's parents, I remember feeling really stressed and nervous and feeling like I had nothing to wear. Nothing really went together. This was at a time in my life before I had a capsule wardrobe, before I knew what my personal style was. And so I did what everybody would do in that situation. I ran to the closest boutique last minute, and I remember spending too much on an outfit that I didn't totally love, that I don't know what style it was. I don't know if it would have worked for me, but I know I needed something to wear, and I felt like it needed to be something new. And so I ended up wearing this outfit to this dinner, and I remember not feeling great, just feeling like I was just checking off some box, and it was this top with this skirt, and it just hung in my closet after that night, and I never wore it again. And it didn't reflect my style. And this was something I realized years later, that the reason I never wore it again was that it didn't feel like me. So when you're buying something and you don't have a clear sense of your style, it's going to make it difficult to become a piece in your closet that you're going to reach for again and again. If you look at the pieces in your closet that you wear over and over again, they likely reflect you. They reflect your personal style. And that's something that is important to follow when you want to build a wardrobe that makes it easy to put together outfits. When you don't know your personal style and you haven't built a wardrobe that reflects that personal style, every time you go to get dressed feels stressful. You're trying to guess what works instead of listening to what you actually feel best wearing. Once I realized my personal style and I built a wardrobe around my style, getting dressed and putting together outfits became so much easier. I could finally stop overthinking outfits, and I could stop the cycle of constantly buying clothes and still feeling like I had nothing to wear. If you struggle putting outfits together and you don't have a clear system or idea of how to build a wardrobe that supports your personal style, your body, and your lifestyle, well, I'm teaching a free masterclass coming up soon. It's for women over 30 who are tired of cycling through clothes and want a clear system that makes it easy to put together outfits. So if that sounds like you, make sure to click on the link up above to register for that free live class, or click on the link down in the description box below and save your spot. No more guessing, no more frustration, just a clear system that supports you to build a wardrobe that reflects your unique style, body, and lifestyle, and makes it easy to put together outfits you feel great in. So if you're ready to stop stressing about your closet and have a closet full of clothes that you love to wear, make sure to save your spot. I can't wait to show you how to turn your wardrobe into a tool that makes it easy to put together outfits you feel great in. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next week.